Tedrick Thompson got up to a star, so now he's on. If I can get both my safeties to superstar X Factors, woohoo! Oh yeah. Plus I have Marlon Humphrey on a superstar, it's like, oh yeah. If I can get my secondary lit up with superstars. I'll keep you guys up. Hey, Zach, are you ready? Oh, I gotta. Okay, hold on. Let me send Sam this invite real quick. Or you can just search. Or yeah, go ahead and search and send me an invite. I gotta text Sanch the code. Oh, I'm just gonna text it to the group. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think. When I played you the last time in the other league, it was like way too close, and I thought I was gonna blow you out. So, yeah, I don't really like my team in the other league right now. I like this team a lot more. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I think everybody's kind of that way right now, honestly. I think everybody's kind of feeling this new league more than the old one at the moment. Yeah, me too. Yeah, pretty much.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here.
Oh no, I had it for that outside.
Return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
I'm like sorry to laugh a lot this game. Zach has been so funny. Nubs. Fuck that dude, man. Where's that? Must be that.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play.
Wait till I get done with my user games, Sanch. Wait till I get done with my user games. I'm down on my country.
Throwing on second down. Murray steps away to his left.
Oh, you love it. I'm okay.
Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in
I could have ran it there. I was like, I don't think that's actually like reading
for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
On second down, a run with Breida. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
Oh, pretty rough to start.
28-30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because they need to turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to be
good move there, Cotton.
They'll run forward with a fullback Sherman, and he's got the first down yardage before
that's a magic right there. He did not get that shit.
A big roll of the dice.
He did not get that shit.
Off. They convert.
I would challenge, but Madden's a freaking piece of crap, and it doesn't matter. Every challenge is not overturned. No matter what you do.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Come on, where's my spy? Where's my spy? I guess that's my spy.
UMass, Andy Isabella.
Even though I clicked QB spy.
40-yard line, tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I'm still fine. I'm so mad I started this game that bad.
Watson on first down.
Oh, look at that dude speeding across the middle.
He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second
just
right
like
of the yard.
flying across the field. Like, holy crap.
Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, finish this drive off because they took it away.
This is starting out really bad.
A little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out, you won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the
should have
year.
ran the ball to the ground. I just didn't think he was actually watching the running back on that play.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score.
I'm not talking about your running back. I'm not my running back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will
Breida
send
has
this
been
one
shit
away.
so far. I'm talking about this game. Yeah, that was different. Yeah.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last time and led to the opening touchdown.
Really
so now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Yeah, you tackled me.
Well, let's see who this is on.
Play
Too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Whoa!
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's why.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey.
Fuck not Breida.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back
Didn't
when the
get it. I wasn't
fullback
automatic. I have
carried
to
the
do
ball
it.
as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach say,
Murray fighting.
Oh, come on. It makes me fumble.
Then he'll take it all the way out
I cannot believe it wouldn't
this
let
is
me
where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like
Yeah,
that.
Breida ain't got no 15
It's a
yards.
loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback 3rd and long. He's got a man.
Come on, that's fucking horse shit.
Up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, everything that can go wrong so far is
32 on
going
the
on.
play.
Now that one hurts defensively. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. On first down, here's Breida. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Okay.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Even though he has the fastest.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and
you go up to 5'9" guy.
Tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Oh, can you really keep bro?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
All right, Harrison Smith, more interceptions, please.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Watson on 3rd down. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Watson now to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point line bar up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 3, check 3. No.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. To throw is Watson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. That's complete to Jake Butt. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So that's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
What's that? 19? 53. Mike. Hey, man. Watch.
Throwing on second and 14. Watson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Watson able to get away. Muscles him off. Oh, this is intercepted. Intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go counter with Breida. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Breida. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Steps away. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. But that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now Watson. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens and things fall off, but not in this case.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
19, 74. Switch up.
After the interception, here's Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray, and an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kyler Murray, 26 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Another run by Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's Hill, complete. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will get them 1 closer. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray going to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Watson letting one go deep for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Check it back, check it back.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his tight end fan. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
27 yards there, a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He finds his man. It's Austin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Being chased down, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? To throw is Watson. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. On the move to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jake Bunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They run it with Breida, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. But Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win.
Yeah.